Do you like that funky little intro I done? Getting a bit too I can't think of the word, but I'll think of it. Hello, and how are you? Haven't been on there for a while. I've been so busy. I'll tell you something, my life at the moment is absolute chaos. Anyway, so I thought, I was speaking to my neighbour, and she likes the Highland cow. She's got loads of Highland cow bits and pieces, and I showed her some of the things that I've done, and she goes to me, can you do me a Highland cow? I'm like, yeah, alright, I'll do you a Highland cow, because, you know, why not? It's going to be easy. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I really don't know what I was thinking at the time. So, I done a light grey, as you can see, and then what I did was I just put a matte top coat on it, because to painting on matte, any art I find is easier to do on matte than it is to try and do on anything else. Look, I couldn't get the nostril, the other side, the other way around. I don't know what is the matter with me. I just couldn't see it. And so anyway, so I think I rubbed it out and started again. I'm not sure. It's just a rough sketch of like where you want your things on your nail. It doesn't have to be perfect. You ain't got to be like, you know, Michelangelo or Leonardo da Vinci or someone like that. You know, you can draw, but you've got to have just a rough idea of what you want. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to cover it in gel, so it doesn't matter. So here I am just doing the ears, doing the horns, the top of the head. I just mapped out the snout and just an area for the eye. I changed that after. So once I've done that, then I put my nail tips back on the holder, and then what I did was with my really fine liner brush, I just went over and just started to do my edges. Like, you know something, I find it easier to paint with a liner brush than I ever thought I could. It's the easiest thing ever to do. You just got to trust the process and continue to practice, and you'll get it right. I'm getting better at it, but because I've been so busy, I just haven't had time to do anything. So I'm just like mapping the ears just to see what not the ears, the horns. And then I realised I'm out of shot, Mish. You're out of shot. So what other colour did I get? Did I get another colour? Oh yeah. So I'm trying to just, I think I was doing the nostrils. It didn't turn out how I wanted it. You'll see in a bit I completely changed it in the end. So for the nostrils I tried to do like a teardrop. I just couldn't get the hang of that either. I don't know what it is, I just couldn't get the hang of that. Like, I was really struggling to try and get them to be like matching. But to be honest with you, the way it looked in the end, I wasn't too bothered about it. I was quite alright with it. You know, I'm just going to practice more and I'll get my art down to a fine art. Aha! So I'm just doing the nostrils, and because I wasn't happy with that side, because I just couldn't get the concept of like the opposites. So I flash cured them in my LED light for about 15 seconds. Now this is SBD London polish. Oh no, not this. This is just Model 1's colour. So I just use those to just map out really. It's all gonna change. It's all gonna change. See, and with a look, watch, you can just do a perfect circle, really good circle with just the tip. It's perfect. So now these neon colours are SBD London, and they cure under a lamp for 60 seconds, but I was doing flash cures for 30 seconds or so, 15-30 seconds. On the real thin things it was like 15 seconds. So I'm just colouring the eye, just making sure I go over the brown. I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I doing? Oh yeah, it fell off. I wanted it, oh that was it, I wanted it on its own little holder. Yeah, if the music's a bit funny, let me know, because I changed something like on the program I was using. So now I'm just trying to do a really faint outline of the snout. I was really struggling. Like you can see, I've got loads of bits out. See, now the snout looks a bit better because it's smaller. I shouldn't have done it in black, but I did. So once I baked it, then what I did was I got some of the neon colours and I changed the colour of the snout. So like pinky purple. So I had pink and I just added a bit of blue to it to make the purple, and then I'd go backwards and forwards between a pink and a blue to make a purpley colour to just do that snout. And then you just start flicking colours of paint. I absolutely flicked away flick, 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 flick. I've done loads, absolute loads of colours. And then I'll explain something in the end. So because the cow is just full of different colours, I just done loads of colours. See, look, absolute loads. And then I've got these colours out. Do you know what I mean? And these are glow-in-the-dark colours. So I'm just going back over it in my glow-in-the-dark colours. Right, and I just thought, yeah, it needs a bit of glow, you know. I want it to glow a bit. When you've had the light on, you turn it off, you can see what it is or not. I don't know. Anyway, so, and then I went over the snout with the pink and the purple, so that would glow as well. Do you know what I mean? Like different glows, I think. And then I just went round the horns. I mixed the brown on my tile with a bit of black. I just sort of squirched it together so it'd be a bit black, bit brown. You know, it was like it wasn't a perfect colour. It was a mixture, so it melted together as opposed to. You can see it looks uneven, and that's what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to look uneven. And now I've got to make sure my edges are a bit all right. And then yeah. So once I'm happy with that, then what I did was I went round with a real thin brush to just like edge the horns. And I think I went round the eye again. I went round the snout, real thin. Real thin. I just mean like I put a tiniest dab of gel paint on my brush. What I do is I'll do a video and I'll show you how I load my brushes, like when I want to do really fine lines. I've done eyelashes and it looks naff now. But anyway, so then I put some clear colour. Put a bit of white on the eye, and then I got some more luminous clear colour and I put it on the eyeball. I don't know what I've got here. I'm really sorry about that. There we go. Oh yeah. So then what I did was I just made what I did, because I put the the paint had bobbled around the edges. I filed it and buffed it just so that it was like tidy and clean. Because you don't want the buffed edges. Like when you're painting, you've got to make sure that it's smooth around the edges, because it will just start to pour and pull around the edges, and you don't really want that. And I did have that, so I had to file some of it and buff some of it. But anyway, this is them finished. They look pretty cool, innit? I was so over the moon with those, and I think my neighbour's going to love them. But watch, ta-da! They change colour. I didn't know that the neons glowed in the dark. Bye.